Hi there, welcome to this week's episode. As the title of the video suggests, we're going to be doing a lot of smithing again, similar to the blast furnace video, but there is a few other bits of account progression that I'm going to chuck in here, as it's been a big week for just general progression across the account. So we're starting off here with a Crownjet Elite step of making antivenoms in the gold horseshoe mine. I made as many as I could, as that's going to be the best bet for me trying to finish my Slayer task, which was Blue Dragons, to try and kill Vorkath. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do in terms of if I was going to kill the entire 130 or just go for 50. So what we have now is my 50th kill. I was not lucky in getting the Vorkath head before 50 KC, which, you know, at least you get the guaranteed at 50 kills, and then it's a 1 in 50 after this for any recolors or mounting the head or anything like that I wanted to do. On this 50 kill, I did just get 92 ranges, you'll have seen pop up there. So, you know, but halfway there to 99 ranged, which is great. I only got it with a rune crossbow at the moment. We do need to seriously look across the whole group at trying to get some kind of better range equipment. Because we're currently just the best thing we've got is either the rune crossbow for a crossbow slot or the magic short bow eye if we were just to use a bow, which is pretty good with the amethyst arrows I've been able to make so far, but not ideal for anything dragon related or anything where you need maybe a crossbow for the different bolts like I'm doing with Vorkath. Similar setup to what I showed in my previous video, using Full Elite Void with the Salve Amulet EI, because that is better bonus than using a Slayer Helm, I believe. I'm using the Adamant Bolts Ruby. I did get a few Dragon Unfinished bolts from killing Vorkath, but obviously I can't fire those from the Rune Crossbow. So not that great at the moment, but hopefully in the future it will get a bit better. As you've seen from this, fairly scuffed in most of my kills. I've not really got the hang of it being able to do Wooks walking or anything like that. So I've just been running around and trying to avoid as much damage as I can. So here we are, getting that 50th kill, you know, getting some more Dragon Bolts and the Vorkath head. So great, because I can now upgrade to the Avers accumulator. So as you see, it's a combat achievement and a new collection log item, which is great because that's obviously what I want to do, is try and max out as much as I can. With the 50 kills, I made about 6.3 mil, so fair amount of alcohols, some other useful utility items like the Wrath Talisman and just general GP on the account. So I ran over to Ava with 75 mithril arrows and my accumulator, sorry, and then got the assembler. So that's going to be great because it's good for range strength and just general better range equipment. So as the title of the video suggests, I was doing a lot of Giant's Foundry because I think this is the best use for my bars rather than just smithing traditional items. So I have already done this in the past and got all of the extra molds. This is what's sort of left on the account to purchase, obviously requiring quite a lot of points. Now, the way that it works is obviously splitting bars, and you can see on the screen now, basically the difficulty corresponds to how much XP and coins you get. So the best is 14 adamant, 14 rune, and then it sort of goes down from there with the splits on screen. Now, obviously from the last furnace, I did amass quite a few different bars. So I did try, as you'll see on screen now, a 14-14. That gives you 7 different steps of doing Giant's Foundry, which is quite a lot. It takes, I think this maybe took 7-8 minutes to complete, and the amount of XP and GP compared to if I was doing a different difficulty, I don't think it was really worth it. And I don't have that many rune bars. I think I have about 500, and I'd rather save those for darts, potentially for the blowpipe when we eventually go back and kill Zulra a bunch more to get those unique drops. So I think saving the rune bars for rune darts would be better, although we will have an abundance of amethyst. So maybe as I continue, that is what I will do. But my main bulk of doing Giant's Foundry, I'm going to be doing 18 mithril, 10 adamant, as it gives you I think it's medium, so the highest of the medium split in terms of XP, rather than just using the highest tier of bars. Obviously I have 15, 16,000 mithril bars and about 8,000 adamant bars. So plenty to be doing all the way from, I think it was 85 at the start of the little grind I did, all the way up to 99, which will be fantastic eventually, because that means I'll be able to smith all the stuff I need into maybe do stuff alking and just general utility around being able to make different ammo straight from bars, as well as completing a bunch of elite diary steps. And a fair few of them seem to have some kind of smithing requirement, so it'd be nice and helpful to have all of those completed. As you've seen from the past few videos, I have been trying to push forward with completing those elite diaries. Now, the plan was originally to go all the way from 85 straight to 99, but as I said last week, been a little bit under the weather, had a few personal things to take care of, so just haven't been able to play RS as much as I would like. So I've only managed to get up to, I believe it's 89, so I only gained 4 levels, so not quite where I wanted to be, but still a good chunk of XP gained, and that will be something I'm going to work on in the background when I'm not really doing anything. I'm going to just work on pushing towards 99. So along with doing that, obviously I wanted to try and complete a couple of elite diaries if possible. So getting 89 enabled me to finish the requirements for what I needed for Varrock. So I got 86 herb lore boosted up with a botanical pie to make the super combats in the West Bank. Cooked a summer pie with my newly obtained 99 cooking cape, as obviously definitely won't burn it then because it's always helpful. So got that one done, and then the final one that I could do along with the Varrock one was the 88 requirement, I believe, in Lumbridge to make an adamant plate body in the drain or sewers. Very odd little requirement that's needed for this diary, but it's done. So there's only one more requirement for that, which is getting a quest point cape and doing the emote in front of the old wise man. I have the Secrets of the North remaining, as well as the entry mode Theatre of Blood quest, which my partner GIM Gumption is working through the vampire quests in his next few RS sessions. So we'll be able to take on that sort of entry mode together, give us a little bit of an introduction into doing some different raid content and more higher level PVM, as neither of us have really tackled that. And that will be something that we're looking to do, and then maybe do something like TOA as sort of beginner versions of the higher tier combat, which we can work up the invocations to make it higher and harder for us before we then look to take on maybe Chambers of Xeric and Theatre of Blood eventually when our gear has progressed. So obviously coming along with the completion of the Varrock Diary, we get the Varrock Plate Body 4. So that is enabling me to do better at Amethyst, getting more Amethyst throughout a day of doing some AFK, and a nice 50k into Herblore, as why not put it in Herblore. Obviously, I'm going to just finish off the video here with 3 caskets I managed to obtain over a little bit of time. Next week's episode, I was looking to maybe do a general update across the whole group and introduce maybe some of my other accounts, and then maybe see what people think about those, maybe adding a bit of their content into these videos. So be sure to like and subscribe. But for now, that's it for this episode. Until next time.